All right, welcome back, Latin Evolution Radio. You're live with Matt, and guess we can start out with a little Timberwolves talk. Timberwolves, since we've last seen each other, they were up against the Magic, which they won that game, along with two other games. They beat the Trailblazers, um, which Trailblazers was a very lopsided game. They were coming off of a 60-point deficit. Uh, they got beat by 60 points in I think in Oklahoma, and then they turn around and I think we beat them by a good amount. I mean, it was kind of the same story. Then we just beat the number four team, Los Angeles Clippers. They're the number four team in the West, so that's a pretty big victory. We beat them by 5 points, actually 4 points. Looking at it the wrong way. Yeah, I mean, we're looking good. It was a little sloppy out there, um, as far as the pace of the game, physicality, offensively. But I mean, they pieced it together and were able to find it and find it down the stretch and figure it out. Um, I mean, another thing I guess to go along with those struggles I was talking about is good teams. The Mavericks they had to play a couple times. The Knicks, Pelicans have been doing really well, so they were struggling in as far as just figuring it out through there. Our next couple games, we play the Pistons, who are 3-32, I believe. So I mean, you don't want to overlook anybody, but that's not going to be too tough of a game. Memphis Grizzlies we play after that. Memphis Grizzlies do not have John Morant as he tore his labrum, so he's out for the rest of the season. Um, After coming back 25 games into the season, so it's pretty tough for them. And then Saturday we do have a really good matchup. Not to look too far ahead, but we have to play the number two team in the West. So Oklahoma City is always going to be a really challenging game for us.
With this little summary, we're starting live with Matt. Matt is saying hi, everybody, and welcome to this your show, your program where you can talk whatever you want about everything, and especially in sports.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
sports.
yeah, and all obviously has you hear that we are now in the middle of the NBA season with our Timberwolves being a really nice um, having a really nice season so far. They still being in the first place in Western Conference with 28-11.
Yeah, and it kind of seems like it's not like this. At first, it was like we're in the first place, and it's kind of like it seemed like a for right now thing. Not even just kind of discrediting the team, but like as far as just the culture, it
How
was
many
here. It was hearing a lot. I was hearing a lot of
how
you
many
know
games are in the total?
how many games are we have we
Yes,
in the whole season?
yes,
82.
82.
So
We are the half of the season
yeah,
technically.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like early on when we got that spot, it seemed like everybody was just excited and just I hope it's not one of those things that we just kind of just won those games for now, but we're kind of like getting deeper into solidifying our number one spot, separating our games, separating ourselves, from a lot of teams. Again, we just beat the Clippers, so that solidifies us ahead of them at least. And then we got two games against the Thunder coming up this month. So, you know, yeah, hopefully we can just continue to piece together those things and just do what we got to do.
Yes,
They
yes,
look
sir.
really good, historically good, honestly. So, yeah, it's really nice to witness
Yep.
and actually be at the games, and the atmosphere is just so crazy in there. Like even when we were because I wasn't at the game yesterday. I had some things going on, but the Trailblazer game, like it was just crazy. Like it was a crazy atmosphere in there, and it always is. Um, we really love our team here, so
Yep.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. We are seeing the best start season, and many of the specialists or experts are saying this. That is enough for Timberwolves. They are not going to be a really serious contendant for playoffs, but on my criteria and my opinion, they are going to be. They are going to be in playoffs,
Yeah,
and we'll just let's see.
no, yeah, and
You know,
not only in the playoffs, a high seed in the playoffs, so like that gives you the that automatically gives you some of the better odds to get deeper into the playoffs because we don't have to
yep,
play whoever the play-in team is, that finally gets in. Right now, it's looking like out of Phoenix, the Clippers. I mean, out of Phoenix, the Lakers, and I believe the Warriors. But I mean, we'll get there. We still got an All Star break ahead of us. Like I said, our schedule is kind of dying down as far as just intensity, but that doesn't mean we need to do the same thing. This is about the best time to kind of get dialed in and focus on some of those things that you got to fix in game. And
and it's interesting how Finch is changing the loser culture what the Timberwolves had
yeah,
in the past. So
yeah,
we are
Finch,
respecting. Uh, I think for me, it's the best. The best of the Timberwolves are on the way.
yeah,
They are not reached their top yet. So
not near it. And just because we even got guys that like are still figuring their role on the bench, like Shake Milton. When I was there, like he got some minutes in that Trailblazers game, and he looked really good. Like
yep,
he looked like he can run the floor for us. If it comes down to it. Obviously, Nas Reed is an amazing guy for us. He's been putting up really good numbers, looking really good, shooting very well. Um, so yeah, like is when it comes down to it, I do believe we have the tools that we need. It's all in the mentality, though. Like everybody, kind of playing together and figuring it out. I do know another big piece of us winning this recent game, like I believe, is last time I was talking about Jaden McDaniels kind of struggling a little bit, but he did. I mean, he's doing a little bit better as far as the last couple games. This last game, he had 14, and I think 4 and 4. So he's doing when he's doing what he needs to do. It seems like it's a little bit easier for us to kind of get over those humps. So
yep,
it's gonna take all of us.
yep. And you're gonna be covering the next games too for Latin Evolution Radio.
Yes, I will.
And sorry, it's my throat having some. I had a little irritated my throat, but hey, those going with the NFL, the Super Wild Card starting last Saturday with the game between Texas and Browns. As we know, Texas beat Browns 45-14.
Yep.
Chiefs 26-7 over Dolphins. And yesterday, Lions beat the Browns 24-23. And the big surprise of the season, or I don't know if that's a surprise, Packers going to Arlington, Texas, and beat the Dallas Cowboys
I mean,
48-32.
it depends on who you are if that's a surprise to you. But I mean, I don't ever want to sound like a hater to anything, but the Cowboys, they have a history. They kind
One
of
of my friends are saying they are the most biggest lie on the sports.
yeah, they're
So
always literally like the top team, one of the top teams, and then just get flattened, like you know,
yeah,
and Dak even threw a pick six in that game, like
two pick six. Yeah,
2 pick six. Yeah, how do you feel about that as far as like his future there?
uh,
Because there's a
being
lot of people riding for him, that
being
are going to
honest, I
continue to.
mean Dak is a elite quarterback, good, very good quarterback, and regular quarterback. And
Yeah,
for me, Dak is a regular quarterback. That's it. You cannot ask him for more. That is his
yeah.
top. I mean, and he is not a quarterback for playoffs. And
But with the playoff. Okay, so I kind of to piggyback on that question with the quarterbacks in
because
the
he had
league.
really good conditions, but I don't know if mentally he's blocking or I don't know what happened with him.
With the quarterbacks in the league, do you think regular is going to be able to do it? Not as far as just like that's just going to patch it up or whatever. Like, is that going to be acceptable for the Cowboys fans and Cowboys organization, or can they find somebody who is at least an excellent quarterback, elite quarterback that you were talking about, those top two tiers, because it's the NFL. There's a lot of that floating around right now. Like
Yeah,
they could easily say in whatever scenario we don't explore the Kirk Cousins option. That is a elite quarterback that a lot of these teams could go for.
tell me crazy, but I think they are gonna be interested for Russell Wilson. After
Russell
this,
Wilson,
after that happened, what happened yesterday,
yeah,
they're gonna be interested in Russell Wilson.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm. Is nothing against. Again, he's in the NFL. He's a good quarterback, but
Unfortunately,
what,
Jerry
how
Jones
many
are.
good quarterbacks are out there in the NFL, and even not even on the roster right now? Because look at what Joe Flacco was able to do off the couch.
Yeah.
That's like I'd even explore something like that, like at this
Yeah,
point. But
yeah. I
because
mean,
good average isn't going to do it. That's not what they pay him to be. They don't pay him to be an average quarterback.
no, no, yeah,
They pay him to be their guy. You know.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, once again for the Cowboys Nation, really sorry for that. But another year in the couch, waiting for another possibility to go to
Yeah.
the, not even the Super Bowl, just to the conference game.
Yeah. Uh yeah. Chiefs look decent. They look
Yeah.
really. They look decent.
Yep. Yep. And today at 3:30, Steelers versus Bills.
Any predictions on that game?
Oh man, I think Bills pass over Steelers,
Okay.
but the later
Yeah.
gonna be
That's
better.
a toss up to me.
Eagles Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneers are a team that's been, in my
That's
eyes,
unpredictable.
they've been scratching and clawing since game one of the season. Like, with Baker Mayfield at quarterback, they didn't they beat us first week.
Yes,
You, you
yes,
know,
yes, yes.
so like it's really a toss up. Like I was just saying to you, it's going to come down to the defense slash offensive run game. If they can stop the Eagles' run game and kind of make Jalen Hurts, have to figure it out in the air, I think he might be in trouble because
And that is another thing to see because remember the Eagles lost the last four of the
yeah,
they lost four of the last five games that they had.
almost with exactly the same formula I'm talking about. They kind of shut down their run game, and Jalen Hurts did make some mistakes. Even against the Seahawks was able to close them out with what, two different interceptions. Like it's going to come down to honestly, it's going to come down to the Buccaneers defense. If they can, shut down that run game, make those run fits, stop those guys from getting that push off the line, um, which is going to be really tough because that's still one of the better O lines in the league. But
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
they've been struggling. So I mean, that's anybody's games to me.
If Buccaneers beat Eagles, they're gonna play against Baltimore, right? No,
No,
no. Who's this?
the
Who's the last seed in this? In this,
last seed. No,
think
because no,
Steelers.
so that's the AFC. Baltimore has to play. Uh, I think they got to play. I'll tell you right now.
Because in the National, Packers 49ers is set now. They're gonna play in Saturday at 7:15, and Texans is waiting for
The Texans have to
this-
play Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to play the lower seed, and I
If
believe
Buccaneers pass, right?
no, because the Buccaneers is NFC. We're in NFC,
Oh
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry,
So
I mean I'm asking between the Steelers and Bills
Steelers and Bills. Steelers and Bills. The winner of that should have to play.
because if Bills pass, they're gonna play against Kansas City
Yes,
and Baltimore
the
Texans.
Baltimore Texans.
But if not, if Steelers win tonight, they're gonna play against Baltimore. Steelers Baltimore.
No, because I think the lower seed would be the Tex. I think the Texans is the lowest seed. Wouldn't it be?
It's it's good to see, huh?
Yeah, we got to look at those numbers because it doesn't just.
Because no, oh no, yeah, because the Steelers and Texans have the same record, 10-7.
Yeah, but it depends on where they're seated right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they came out. So, all right. Nope. The lower seed. Oh, you're right. So if the Steelers come out on top, I kind of was just bypassing them. If the Steelers do come out on top,
They go with
they're gonna have to play
the
the
Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah,
But if
if
the Bills come
Buffalo
out on top, the Texans play the Ravens, and the Bills play the
it's
Chiefs.
the Chiefs. Wow, really good games, huh?
But yeah, I mean, playoffs. The AFC is always just a special time to watch.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough being in the NFC.
Yep. Yep. So, what is your favorite for a Super Bowl?
I've been riding with
Browns,
no,
49ers.
I want to ride with the Ravens, but it depends on if they got to see the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Because I mean, the Chiefs is a team that everybody's going to start to see eventually over the next few years. Like they're always going to figure it out, no matter what. They've got to whatever has to happen in between that, they're going to figure out. I mean, you see, they struggled through the season and they still came out what 10-6. You know,
Yeah.
like that's about the roughest 10-6 you'll see. You know, so I mean, it all depends on the matchups. But also, like I'm gonna stick with the Ravens because that would be
Many people are saying that's going to be the Super Bowl. Baltimore's 49ers.
49ers.
Baltimore 49ers.
49ers have who? They have the Lions. Do they have no? They
No,
don't
they
have the
are
Lions. They have the
against the
Packers.
Packers. Yeah.
Yeah, they have the Packers because the
Yeah.
Packers is the lowest.
Yes, the lowest. It's the first time to a seventh seed it qualifies for the over the a better seed, no, right?
Is it
Yes, I mean I was. Let's just to confirm it. I was seeing that like it's the first time where the number 7 it passed over for.
that they pulled that wild card
Mhm.
off?
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
yeah, very crazy. And yesterday the Lions people they wait for 32 years
32 years.
just to enjoy another victory in playoffs. Awesome,
They're
right?
similar to the Cowboys now, but like at least they're having.
Yeah,
You know,
vice
they
versa.
won theirs this year, but the Cowboys they only won one last year, and then before that, I think 92 is the last one or something. They said
97,
90 something like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, this is I don't
yeah,
know.
97, 98, something like that.
Yeah, nah, it's getting pretty real, and that's what the playoffs is every year, though. So
Yeah. But I mean, but it's like now it's it's much the difference between both franchises. Cowboys is the most expensive franchise. Detroit is the most modest. I mean,
yeah,
like lower level if you want to see
Mhm.
like that. But it's awesome how the people was celebrating last night and the Ford Field when they beat the Los Angeles Rams.
yeah. Well, they got some more games ahead of them, so
Yeah.
you might want to snap out of that. But
Yep. So something about the Vikings. The people are start doing, and the people are in Vikings organization are working so hard trying to figure out what is gonna be the new way to follow this 2024. So people are asking to just to get Bonix, JJ,
Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy,
McCarty, and what's the other one? What's their favorite for the people in Minnesota? Just to be
Caleb.
no, the other ones. He plays the against Michigan in the final.
Oh,
Penny,
yeah,
Penny Jr.
Penix, Michael
Yeah,
Penix Jr.
yeah. So yesterday I was watching much videos of those three guys, and man, I love Bonix. I love how that guy is. I mean, for me, had the best credential for to be a quarterback in Minnesota. We hope that we can clinch and we can get him.
Yeah, it depends on that draft order, honestly. Like, because
Today
I
is the
don't.
deadline, right? Just to declare if you are you can be in the draft or not.
Is it
Yeah, I was reading something like that. I mean, today is the deadline. If you want to go or not. I mean, as a player, you decide if you want to go or not to the draft this year.
okay? Yeah, no, yeah. It will be today. It sounds today is the draft deadline.
Yep.
Because did Caleb Williams declare or not?
They are one of that's because many people are thinking about like probably he's gonna declare to not, but I think in April, it's in April March something like that is another kind of draft where they can get the team what they wanted, not it's not to be drafted, but let's see. Yep.
A lot of different things going on with that.
Yep.
Anything you want to add on top of these things?
This I'm watching the play what I told you yesterday in one of those um, plays yesterday over an aqua last night and three penalties in the same play and and the coaches do not I mean the referees do not say nothing and one and that reception over Nakwa and was pulled for the number one. I don't remember the name. Detroit. It's a cornerback, but I don't remember. Don't remember his name.
I gotta brush up on this draft class a little bit more. As soon as I kind of dived into basketball, that's kind of all I've been submerged in since then. Kind of really concerned with you know the way the rest of the season goes, but
And today at 3:30 in Buffalo, it's awesome how the people are crazy. They're cleaning the stadium.
the snow and all of that.
Yeah,
Is it the snowstorm out there?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what the temperature is supposed to be like. I seen it was what -30 in that.
No,
It
it's
was it,
17,
no. I'm talking about that
but the wind is it's
Chiefs
feeling like
game.
a 17. Oh, about the Chiefs
Yeah,
game.
it was -30.
Yeah,
Those guys.
it was the most cold game in all the history. Nah,
I don't think so.
no.
I didn't hear that at least. Uh, no, I didn't hear that. But it definitely looked like the players were cold, especially Miami. I kind of knew that Miami didn't have the best, luck because I think I seen somewhere that the lowest that they played in was 44 degrees this season.
Yeah,
So for them to go from normal, normally used to that to playing in
Yeah,
-30. That's madness, you know. Like
yeah, it's crazy.
the,
And they had,
and
they
then
still being the one of those teams that they cannot win a game on with the weather under
mhm,
or negative number. It's like it's crazy how
yeah,
they are.
I was joking with my brother a lot because I watched that game with my brother, and I was like, you know, towards the end of the third, I was like, now they want to play like they won, you know, because they start to realize their season's about to be over and the cold's not a factor, but it's a little late at that point, you know. But
Yeah,
no, it was I kind of seen that one coming. As a lot of people probably did.
yeah.
No, yeah, they weren't built to, you know, survive that
Yes.
one. And then you got Patrick Mahomes out there, you know, acting like he just doesn't care about the cold.
So yep. So predictions for tonight then for you?
Predictions for tonight, I think the Bills should do the Steelers pretty bad. I think I'm gonna call that, you know, at least a 20-point game. I I, I think so. And
Actually, the game is starting now.
the starting
They're
now,
yeah they're playing now
yeah,
and they had like 7 minutes, but it depends how Jared Allen
yeah. I was
is
about to say it depends on how Josh Allen
Josh
performs
Allen.
because
Yeah.
either he can, you know, really hurt his team, or you know, and the hurt does not happen very often. But we've seen it for, you know, the first real time this season. But or he can step up and be just unstoppable. You know, as far as running the ball, throwing the ball, whatever.
Yep.
Their defense is decent. For tonight's game, I don't know why I want to say the Buccaneers are probably going to take that
You
game.
think so?
I think the Buccaneers are
The
going to take
Buccaneers
that
are
game.
gonna beat the Eagles. I want to see that.
It's gonna be it's not gonna be easy beating the Eagles, but I think they can do it.
Okay,
I
great.
mean, we've seen over the last, like you said, the last 4 weeks of the season that they are a
They
very
are they are playing
beatable
really good
team.
football.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. And in the other way, Eagles are going down.
yeah,
They are.
they're not the same team from last
Yeah,
year.
they are not the same team. Yeah,
It looks like it a lot, but you know you can't
I
touch
think
push
it's, I,
15 yards.
I think Sirianni had many things to fix and on his team and coaching staff too. So 28 minutes almost. We are reaching the 30. So something else to say it.
Uh, I'm not gonna say I have anything. You know, that's jumping
Okay,
out of my head right now. I'm just kind of in sports mode right now. That's
just
kind
an
of how I've been.
update.
Yeah,
Bills are taking the top 7-0 over Steelers now. They are winning now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This 7 minutes 58
okay.
seconds.
They might even do it worse than 20 points, honestly. So
Yeah.
don't hurt nobody. You know, don't stay out there too long if you're a starter. I guess like you got a lot of good games coming up. So
Having the Vikings out of the playoffs, this not make a sense for me.
yeah, it's tough. But I'm not even gonna say I'm hurt because like honestly, I did not want to struggle because I didn't. Nah, I didn't want to struggle even another week. I didn't want to see them try to figure it out and lose again. Like it just,
when is the draft in April, May?
I believe April.
April, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Just to be ready and see what are the expectations for this next 2024 draft.
yeah.
And
Cornerback, and they
yeah,
need maybe a tackle or an inside. I don't know.
where will
We got
be
some pieces we need.
it will be in Detroit, right? Yeah, in
The
Detroit.
it's in Detroit.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's going to be in April 25, 26, and 27 in Campus Marius Park and Hart Plaza in Detroit, Michigan. So many things to see, and many changes for Vikings.
Maybe we need to grab the Mister Irrelevant quarterback.
You think
Get
so?
that last pick.
After Brock Purdy?
Yeah, so try to end up with a Brock Purdy or a Tom.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I definitely got hope right
But
now.
this,
I'm
I
just
mean, this is NFL. I mean,
it,
how many quarterbacks with the were when they were first pick, and I mean, like stars, and they have not a really good career in
yeah.
NFL.
Look at
And
Marcus
many
Mariota.
Mr. Relevance, they even were taken on consideration on universities, and
Yeah.
they had a really good careers. I mean, this is the NFL, so
If you can kind of understand by that's what I mean by like it's a mentality piece because like for a guy to come, for a guy first off to be picked first and kind of not work out, it's a lot of variables to that. But I'll be like sometimes I feel like maybe they just ride a little too high as far as just like
many of them they are not mentally
expectancy. Yeah,
ready.
they're not mentally ready.
Yeah,
When you're Mister Irrelevant, what do you have to lose? You literally the
nothing,
last pick. You literally have nothing to lose.
nothing. Yeah,
You get that opportunity, and you're prepared mentally, and again you have that mentality of nothing to lose, and like all I can do is
yeah.
go out there and get my all. Like
Technically, you are in the bottom,
yeah,
and after that, what is nothing? It can be worse. Is that is that is need to be your platform just to push up
yeah.
and get all that stuff what you wanted.
So
Is that is the one of those points that the people are talking about Caleb Williams, because I mean they are demanding many stuff, many things, and they are saying like, wait,
yeah,
you are a college quarterback, you are not an NFL yet, and you are not
and then you see what happened after all of those
exactly.
demands.
You need
He
to
was thinking about the wrong thing.
exactly
You gotta focus on the grind. You gotta get there. You
in
gotta
the
never give
game.
up. And sometimes it might help to be overlooked because nobody cares. Work harder. That's the mentality.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Work harder. Even when you get in that spot, nobody cares. Work harder. It's not about what you've done. It's about
Once you
what's
get something,
next.
you earn something, then you have the right to say, okay, now I want this and this or whatever,
Yeah.
but not before. So
No. Yeah.
so that is one of those the things that many people are complaining about Caleb, because he had many talent. I mean, he's a very talented quarterback for
Yeah.
me.
He reminded
His
me of Dak a
but
little
the
bit though.
mentality, that is the difference, as you say. I mean, when you had talent and you had no mentality, I
It's
mean,
not gonna work.
nothing. Yeah,
It's not gonna work.
yeah. So okay, just let's see and what the Vikings have for us, and I hope they can choose really good picks on this draft,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pray on that one.
because they are getting at least one running back, quarterback, cornerback, a quarterback, running back, and those for me those are the position what they need to
Hmm.
reinforce. So
No, we definitely need a decent back that we could
because
put the
also the
team.
Hitman is, I don't know if he's gonna be here the next season or not. Uh, Smith, forgot his name. Harrison.
Harrison.
Yes.
Hey man, Harrison. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. We got some things to figure out.
Many, many.
Got some meditation to do. All types of things. Again. I have faith. I'm a Vikings fan. I'm riding with them all the way out, but it is a tough
We know our
time to
reality.
be. It is a tough time to be in these shoes. I don't know what they could do, to kind of even lift the weight off of our shoulders and worry off of our minds at this point. But
And also, this 2024 and 2025 season is going to be the last season of credit for Kevin O'Connor too. It's the moment to he start showing why he's a head coach.
yeah,
So because many people are complaining about him, he commit many mistakes taking some decisions. So the third the third season is the season when he can show us he's going to be a really good head coach, or he's gonna be another, of the bunch of head coach
Yeah,
that they were really good offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators, but the head coach they had not the same the level as a coach,
yeah,
So
yeah.
just in
No,
case, take the Bill Belichick phone number. So-
Bill needs some time. Him and Brady need to reconnect in retirement because that's the hardest working guy in the world probably. He needs a little bit of time mindset.
yeah. Well, 35 minutes now. It's time to say bye. Say to people next
Till next
Monday,
week, next
mm,
Monday at 3.
and
See
talk
you here.
about on this live with Matt.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys.
Oh, you're welcome.